Yes, we're back again with another action-packed edition of sports this morning. I'm Austin Okunakpan.
Good morning and welcome. I'm Cecilia Amogu.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
Okay, let's get on with the show now. Still an engaging, interesting world of sports. We're getting ready for the 2017 African Cup of Nations. But today, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they will not compete at the 2017 edition, but they are hoping to qualify for the 2019 edition. They will know their foes today. So, guys, next assignment, loading for the Super Eagles.
It's loading.
It's definitely loading. And for those who are already in Gabon, it's 2 days to the start of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations. And, of course, there are so many teams gearing up for that, but Nigeria obviously won't be there. We know that.
I mean, a lot of the teams are putting, final touches, to the preparations for the Nations Cup in Gabon. Okay, from the Nations Cup in Gabon, let's go to basketball now. Austin, we've talked about James Harden, Russell Westbrook,
Anthony
Steph
Davis.
Curry, Anthony Davis. So Alfaro Camino decides this morning.
Okay.
You got to talk about me.
That's what it is.
Alfaro Camino, had a very good game just early this morning, recording a double-double to lead the Portland Trail Blazers past the defending champions, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Awesome day for Alfaro Camino. It's good to see him playing really well again. This season has been plagued by injuries. Yeah, so seeing him back on court, I think it's very, very impressive.
It's very sweet, particularly for us. In this part of the world, we love it. Alfaro Camino, we know the quality he possesses. If you're not giving us a triple-double, we'll take a double-double.
We'll take a double-double, then we can take it to a triple later on. But before we come back to Alfaro Camino later on, let's go through some of the results played early this morning. Now we'll start with the Knicks. The New York Knicks suffered a very deflating loss against the Philadelphia 76ers by just 1 point. But a loss is a loss, Austin, Cecilia, and for a team, chasing the playoffs like the Knicks, losing against one of the worst teams in the NBA, it's not good at all. Cecilia, the Philadelphia 76ers beating the New York Knicks.
We talked about 76ers and the position they've been in another through season.
Yeah.
But somehow, when they're able to kind of grind out this result at the very last minute, then
last minute, right?
The very last minute.
Incredible. Last second. So, not good one for the New York Knicks at all, despite the best efforts of Carmelo Anthony. Elsewhere, Isaiah Thomas scored 20 of his 38 points in the fourth quarter to lead the Boston Celtics to a 117-108 win over the Washington Wizards. The Wizards, very underwhelming.
Okay. Today's Thursday. I can't wait to listen to Sadia.
Very underwhelming so far for the Wizards this season. You wonder where they're going this season. I don't know really. For the Celtics, Isaiah Thomas, they call him Mr. Fourth Quarter.
That's when he wakes up.
Mr. Clutch. I mean, when he's needed in the fourth quarter, down the stretch, he always steps up. So take about Isaiah Thomas. Okay, elsewhere, the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Memphis Grizzlies 103-95. Russell Westbrook is at it again.
That's right.
Another triple-double. That's 18 for the season.
So he's going to average a triple-double at the end of the season.
That'll be,
only one person has done that.
That'll be remarkable.
Yep.
A triple-double at the end of the season.
Average that.
No, that's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
18.
I mean, it's like a natural thing for him now to have a triple-double.
It's not a big deal anymore. So every time he steps on the court, there's likely
that. So if he doesn't have that, you're like, okay, what happened to him?
That's the news,
today?
right?
That's the news. When he doesn't get a triple-double.
Oh, amazing
So him
stuff,
getting a triple-double, that's why he didn't make your headline. Alpha is making your headline.
Because it's not news anymore, right?
So then he doesn't going to get that.
Oh man, I mean, Austin, it wasn't the best of a shooting nights for Russell Westbrook, but he just did enough. He impacted the game and got the win for OKC.
Yeah. That's why we should be worried. I mean, it wasn't actually a fantastic night, but he still gave us
exactly. What a player! I mean, right now, if they were to decide with the NBA MVPs, surely it has to go to Russell Westbrook. But there's still a long way to go, and a lot of games to play. Things can still happen. Hopefully he doesn't get injured. Hopefully he stays fit all through.
And he doesn't get ejected and without any points when he gets upset.
Okay, let's move on now. The Houston Rockets, surprisingly, Austin, they lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves 119-105 despite 33 points from James Harden. Andrew Wiggins scored 28 points. Karl Anthony Towns at 23 for Minnesota in the winning effort. And last but not the least, This is where Alfred Camino, shone like a million stars. Scored, recorded a double-double to lead the Portland Trailblazers past the Cleveland Cavaliers. It was a good game for him. He played 31 minutes in total. He scored 11 points, 5 of 16 from the field. He grabbed 12 rebounds and 2 assists and a block.
A great one for him.
Good for him. I mean, Austin, we've been talking about the Nigerian players in the NBA.
Yeah.
This year was supposed to be Alfred Camino and Festus Ezeli. Incidentally, they're on the same team. But Festus hasn't stepped on court because he's been injured all through.
So sad.
Aminu started the season very well.
And then
he got injured. Then he wasn't playing. Now he's back. So it's good to see him putting up these numbers. Hopefully, with more game time, we'll start to see more, remarkable performances from Alfred Aminu. I mean, the D Tigers, we always have to talk about it. D Tigers, defending champions of the Afro basket as well. So I remember during the Olympics, what if Alfred Camino had actually gone? What if? I mean,
maybe that's
especially the game against Brazil.
Yeah, that could have
surely
made
his quality was missed.
Quality would have made a
it was
difference, because we actually needed someone. And
we needed someone.
There was just something about not touching that team that won the Afro basket, and then if somebody is missing, then a big part of the team is gone. But it's okay. The D Tigers, they have a chance to defend their title. Let's see if they can do it. So that's it with the NBA. Our salute goes out to D Tigers, Alfred Camino. What a performance! Yeah, if you give us a triple-double, we'll take it. But the double, let's just hope Alfred Camino.
Confirmation of his night.
Performance. 31 minutes, points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists, 2 and 1 block.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all.
Injuries, please keep up. Let's see more. Let's see more from this guy. Okay, from basketball now, let's go to the golf course. The 2018 Ryder Cup, we're getting ready.
Yes.
And the US, they don't play with this competition entirely.
They
don't play with it.
Yeah,
so
that's
after
a very, very, very
after playing second fiddle to Europe for a long time, they eventually won. Yeah, Israel time. Exactly. Yeah, but the story this morning is that they've announced Jim Furyk as the captain of the USA. I mean, what do you think about that? Has it come as a surprise to you or not?
Yeah.
Jim Furyk
comes with some experience, a
lot of experience.
9 times a player in the biennial competition, and of course you also know he has served as vice captain, so he understands some leadership role right there. When you have somebody that has won the PGA Tour 17 times, Cecilia, what else do you need?
So he's a winner.
Yeah, he's a winner. He understands what it takes to lead. And of course, the United States will be hoping to sustain the momentum from the last edition. So I think they've got the right man.
I think it's Cecilia.
When some of the names came out, selection committee, according to the report, they had Tiger Woods there, Phil Mickelson, Love, but he was actually withered down to Fred Couples and Jim Furyk. Jim Furyk was the one who got it. I think when the PGA president actually introduced him, the PGA of America president, Paul Levy, he says he's a born leader. When you have a natural leader like that, so obviously he was actually the obvious choice. And so he was chosen. And he says the committee has actually set up a nice system in place, so it's easier, as a vice captain, and you become the captain, so that experience, it's there already.
Exactly, like I said, he assisted Davis Love III, when the USA reclaimed the Ryder Cup, and they've called him a natural leader, a great communicator as well, so that's very important, a very important quality of a leader. So it looks like they've made the right choice. We'll find out at the end of the day if it's the right choice. But as it is right now, they've gone for Jim Furyk. Very experienced, vastly experienced. I think it's only Phil Mickelson that has played more times than Jim Furyk at the Ryder Cup.
I agree, and there's something about just touching your team. Europe last month also named
Thomas Bjorn
as their captain. So it's okay. Let's get them talking about us too. They're making this announcement. Let's see. For us, we just want the golf to be competitive. It was competitive in the last edition, 2018.
2018, Paris.
Yeah,
can't wait for that.
Cecilia.
You know what? Let's listen to Jim Furyk now talking about how they are going to perform. Team selection is also another issue, and Thomas is his close friend, so he knows how they're going to do everything to ensure that USA retain the title again. Let's see if they can. We'll listen to him now.
committee set a nice system in place. It's comforting for me as a captain, and we picked the right person. I remember sitting in the room and knowing in my heart that Davis Love was the best person to lead this team in 2016. And Davis did. He's going to be a very tough act to follow. He put a system in place, got the players behind it, and it definitely won't make my task easy, but makes it more comforting knowing that there is a system in place and there is support. And so as the first order of my presidency, I want to make sure everyone knows that Davis Love III will be my vice captain for 2018. Thomas will be a great leader. I know the team's going to be strong. They're not going to be happy about the results at Hazeltine, and as always, the European crowd will be at full force. They are loud, boisterous. They are great fans, and that whole atmosphere is going to provide a very difficult challenge for Team USA. We haven't won on foreign soil since 1993. I think as a player, we all look at things we've accomplished, scores we've shot, tournaments we've won. We have the Ryder Cup committee, both the PGA of America and my peers as players, to kind of give you the tap on the shoulder and the nod and supply that confidence that we want you to lead the next team. It's very special. So I guess for me and deep in my heart, to have that trust or to have someone choose you is very important to me.
Well, obviously, Love is going to serve as his vice captain.
Yeah.
I love this kind of game. You know, when you have a captain 2016, and then 2018, you're going to have
the vice becoming captain and the former captain becoming vice. But Tayo, there's another angle to this, but it's okay. Let's leave that discussion. But Tiger Woods would have made a good captain. Is it called the ranking?
That's why I asked you. Yeah. I don't think it has to do with the ranking. Jim Furyk is not
ranked 34th in the world. That's not bad.
His performance last year wasn't good at all.
Exactly. So it's not about the ranking.
PGA Tour round when he shot about 12 under par 58.
So I think the USPGA have just, I'm sure they've thought about this very well, and they've decided Jim Furyk is the man. And like you said, they just feel as a natural leader, great communicator, and those are the qualities that you need the most when you're leading the USA Ryder Cup team.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Tiger Woods,
the good thing is Austin Cecilia, Tiger Woods still has plenty of years ahead of him.
Yeah.
He's still got a chance of leading the USA eventually.
Okay.
We'll see.
I just feel he can command some good followership.
Why not? Of course.
He can do well for the branding of the United States.
I think it's time
Same
will
with Jim Furyk.
I think it's time will come.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
it should wait.
Just now.
Not just now.
Okay,
so from that, move to Nations Cup. 2 days to go. Gabon, final preparations in place. And everyone believes the political turmoil that happened last year will not just be in place because everyone is actually happy right now. But we just can't wait for it to get started. And when you have a Gabon facing Guinea-Bissau in their opening match, so I think the fans and everyone should be more happy. Security, obviously, is going to be very, very tight.
Yes.
We get to hear this almost every time a country is hosting. The negative side will come out, but sports in general does one thing to talks as this. When the action starts,
when the games begin,
when the games begin, everybody just start. Oh, did you see the upset? Guinea-Bissau defeated Gabon in the opening game. 4-1. Can you believe that?
Gabon made a statement. With a convincing way.
And the entire country now dancing.
Rallies behind them, and I mean, it's going to be very exciting, Austin. The reason I say that is because the kind of players, the quality of players coming to this competition, it's incredible. Wow. I think tomorrow we'll do a little breakdown of the stars to watch, at the African Cup of Nations in Gabon. But the quality is second to none. That's right. And that's why I think it's going to be a very exciting tournament.
And African football is getting competitive.
Yes, it is.
If a team that won it in 2013 couldn't make it for the next edition, and this one, it tells you that African football
competition
there. No small teams anymore. No. Uganda made it to this competition. Guinea-Bissau. So it just puts us in the right mood that when you're watching this game, you cannot just say, because it's Ghana and Guinea-Bissau, and then that's what it is. Sports this morning on Channels Television. We're talking about the 2017 African Cup of Nations. There's still more to talk about it. We'll take a breather now. When we come back, Togo is getting ready. Don't go anywhere. Stay.